Cory Booker, Mr. Potato Head, the worst actor in the United States Senate. He put on his angry eyes to question Amy Coney Barrett, and then he blinked very seriously. And then he articulated all of his words because he is the worst at mouth, man. Here is Senator Cory Booker from New Jersey questioning Amy Coney Barrett on whether she supports white supremacy. Yes, I'm sure that she is a member of the KKK with her 2 adopted black children. Go, Senator Booker.
I want to just ask you very simply, and I imagine you'll give me a very short, resolute answer. But you condemn white supremacy, correct?
Yes.
Thank you. I'm glad to see that you said that. I wish our president
she literally cannot believe
would
the question.
say that so resolutely and unequivocally as well.
And she's like, what in the F are you talking about? Cory Booker, are you an idiot? And the answer is yes. Cory Booker is, in fact, an idiot. So, like, the looks, I mean, I'm old enough to remember that vice presidential debate where Kamala Harris was doing the fake laugh and the weird smirk. Amy Coney Barrett's facial expressions are so much more Slay Queen than Kamala Harris's. It's not even close. She's looking at him like, are you a dumbass? And the answer, of course, is he is. He is, in fact, a dumbass. It got even worse than that. So we'll save the very best for last. But Mazie Hirono asked a couple of questions. One of them was so beyond the pale stupid that it is nearly impossible to describe how stupid it is. It was immediately picked up by the media and turned into a bizarre narrative. They literally shifted dictionary definitions to meet Democratic talking points. We'll get to that in a second. But she also asked, this was her less dumb question. Okay, let's get to her less dumb. So Mazie Hirono, the stupidest person in the United States Senate, she is a moron. I mean, a pure, full-scale moron. IQ of a potato. And I don't even mean like a baked potato. I mean like a raw potato pulled directly from the ground, a full-on tuber pulled directly from a field. That is the brain power of Mazie Hirono, the Democrat from Hawaii. She asked ACB randomly if she had ever committed sexual assault. I'm going to go no on that one. So we've now been asked whether ACB likes white supremacy and also if she is a rapist. Did she just have this one left over from the Kavanaugh hearings or what? Here's Mazie Hirono.
I ask each nominee these 2 questions, and I will ask them of you. Since you became a legal adult, have you ever made unwanted requests for sexual favors or committed any verbal or physical harassment or assault of a sexual nature?
No, Senator Hirono.
Have you ever faced discipline or entered into a settlement related to this kind of conduct?
No, Senator.
She's trying so hard not to laugh right now. Because what in the hell? You literally just spent time in a Supreme Court hearing asking a Catholic mother of 7 whether she has engaged in sexual harassment or assault. Yeah, man. Yeah. And then we got Sheldon Whitehouse. I mean, these are the people you elect, folks. I have a question. Do you want to give any of these people more power? Like, you can say that the Republicans in the Senate are idiots. You can say that the Democrats in the Senate are idiots. Okay, if they're all idiots, why do you want to give them more power? I don't understand. I really do not understand. Americans keep saying how much they hate Congress and how much they hate the president and how much they hate the federal government. And then they're like, but what if we gave them more power? Okay, here is brilliant Sherlock Holmesian sleuth, Sheldon Whitehouse from Rhode Island. Yeah, this guy is just, this is me trying to explain, Talmudic injunctions about how to set up an Eruv to people who don't even know what a Jew is. This is like, what is he even doing right here? I don't know. He takes out a chart to explain how this is all driven by money, Sheldon Whitehouse. He takes out a chart. He first took out a chart, I have to say. He took out a big sign and it said, the scheme, as though it was one of those act breaks in a Tarantino film. He put up like a placard that said, the scheme. And then you sort of expected, like Tom Sizemore to walk out and start speaking in jargon to Harvey Keitel or something. He said, the scheme. Okay, then he takes out a sign that has on it a bunch of words that have very little to do with each other and a bunch of money signs. And he starts explaining this thing like Charlie Day and It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Here we go, Sheldon Whitehouse. And by the way, the point that he's making is that conservative groups want conservative justices appointed. That's his point. And he starts like taking yarn and using it like Kerry on Homeland to make one of these giant FBI boards. Sheldon Whitehouse, genius, Sherlock Holmesian sleuth.
In all cases, there's big anonymous money behind various lanes of activity. One lane of activity is through the conduit of the Federalist Society. It's was managed by a guy named Leonard Leo, and it's taken over the selection of judicial nominees. All the same funders over and over again. bringing the cases and providing this orchestrated chorus of amici. Then the same group also funds the Federalist Society over here. It was an 80-0, 5-4 partisan rout, ransacking.
That clip, and then there's a cutaway to Lindsey Graham, and Graham's like, what did they put in this guy's coffee? What in the world is going on? It did not go great for Sheldon Whitehouse. By the way, Cruz then blowtorched Sheldon Whitehouse. He pointed out, you know who spends an awful lot of money on legal issues? Everyone, including the left. And sometimes for good, sometimes for bad. And the fact is that the court system in the United States has routinely been used in order to make certain laws illegal, in order to strike down certain laws. And the entire Rosa Parks heroic story was orchestrated by the NAACP. I mean, it was not that Rosa Parks spontaneously decided to sit down in the back of the bus. It was well planned with other local leaders. Like, this sort of stuff has been done for years on end. Right? Brown versus Board was a legal strategy that was undertaken by the NAACP. Like, this notion that political groups don't spend money in the realm of law is bizarre. Here is Cruz just going after Sheldon Whitehouse and blowtorching him.
The senator from Rhode Island talked about big corporate powers without acknowledging that the contributions from the Fortune 500 in this presidential election overwhelmingly favor Joe Biden and the Democrats. So all of the great umbrage about the corporate interest or spending dark money is wildly in conflict with the actual facts that the corporate interests that are spending dark money are funding the Democrats.
Okay, that of course is exactly true. Did you know that every like on this video creates one additional leftist tier? Don't ask me why. That's called science. To take advantage of this amazing opportunity, hit the like button.